Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm here with my bored wife, Laura.
I'm here with my top 10 husband, Nathan.
And we're here for Nathan's top 10 board games.
Yeah, I don't know why I'm here.
Well,
I'm just tagging along.
Well, with Laura's one, she's roped me into hers, so why not?
Yes, mine is already up on the channel, so feel free to check that out.
Well, shall we get started?
Yes. Alright, we're going to start at number 10.
Yes, which is...
Count our way up to Nathan's favourite board game of all time.
Alright, start with number 10. I'm like, number 1. What did I put for number 10? Oh, of course.
Nathan can't remember his own favourite board game.
They're all so good. Do you know what it is?
I know what it is, because this is mine from when I was a kid.
It's Barbie Dream Day. Oh, yes.
It sure is. From the 90s? 90-something, 2? 4?
92.
Yeah.
So basically, you're Barbie, and you have to be your Ken. I should say you start off as Ken.
Yep.
And you have to pick up some gifts around. I don't actually know where you pick these gifts. I assume shops somewhere.
You buy some presents for your Barbie.
And then you take Barbie, you pick Barbie up, and then you go around and do all these activities.
Pretty much.
And
have we reviewed this?
Don't know.
Channel. If you haven't already, our toy and food review channel is linked down below. You can subscribe to that. We've done some of these on the channel as reviews. I can't remember which ones though. Maybe this one.
I like it because it's just hilarious. Because there's actually a time limit. There's a middle timer here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the clock.
Where if it strikes, once it strikes 12, the date is over, and then whoever's got the most sort of whatever wins. Mm-hmm. But it is possible to not even pick Barbie up and have the game end. Which
has happened before, yeah.
Which is just hilarious, and it's so 90s and cheesy. I don't know why. It's just fun to play, especially when you get a couple of mates over, like I did once. Yeah. And made them play it.
Thank you to those friends who suffered through with
my
us.
My condolences.
Yeah. I just remember that's actually one we picked up secondhand. That's not my original copy of it. But anyway, that's number 10.
Number 9.
Ooh.
Macaulay Culkin, Home Alone.
Yeah, it's not called that.
No,
just
it's just Home Alone, the game. For a movie-based game, it's actually really good. For one, I really like the artwork. It looks like a lot of original drawings and things, and the whole board is hand-drawn, which I think is really nice.
Now, this is one we have reviewed, if anyone wants to know more about it.
Channel. Yep. You basically have to... What was it? You've got to... I think it was you have to hide the treasure or something and avoid like the bandits. The bandits catching the wet bandits. Yeah. It's quite a good strategy game.
Yeah. Like
surprisingly good. So, and I love Home Alone, and yeah, that's why
it's just nice. Like a lot of the ones based on movies are a bit.
You know, get from the start from here, go to here. Like, oh, it's a bit boring. But
whereas this, you could like climb in and out windows and things,
and set traps and things, and you can play with multiple people too. So it's actually
always nice.
Actually fun. Like I said, there's a review on our food and
our toy and food review channel. Yeah.
Number 8. Sorry.
Oh, I don't have that.
Sorry.
We've got all the games kind of off camera down here, but Nathan did not put them in order.
Do you think it'll be that organised?
No.
No. Sorry. So this plays like Ludo. I suppose would be the closest approximation, except there are parts on the board where you can sort of slide and knock people out back to their home space, and it
plays with cards instead of
dice. Ludo was one of the very first games I ever played, and I played it with my dad when I was really young. Yeah, I had a Ludo set in the bath when I was like 3 or 4, and you could it was like a rubbery mat and all that.
Interesting.
So it plays like Ludo with a couple of extra sort of interesting things, which I really enjoy.
Yeah.
There was another version which I don't think we reviewed.
Fire and
it was like
ice or something.
It was like you had like they had like ball bearings and little pieces, and you sort of smash them into other ones.
That's not fire and ice.
No,
that's something else entirely. But
good solid game.
Yeah, good fun, easy to play. Like you can just kind of pick it up, play with it. You don't have to know a whole bunch of rules. No. Basically.
Oh boy, now we're getting into the good stuff. Pretty Princess.
Bear in mind, these are Nathan's favourites, not mine.
If Laura remembers, because Laura does the editing, she should put a picture of me when I played at your mum's, when I was wearing all the jewellery.
Yeah, when, if you've randomly stumbled on this video, by the way, we're husband and wife, I think we mentioned, the first time you met my mum, when we started dating, he was a pretty princess by the end of the board game.
Laura's actually worn a dress like that before, I'm not sure it'll focus. So basically, you go around and you have to get one of each type of jewelry. So 2 earrings, a necklace, a bracelet,
ring.
And whoever gets it wins. If you get stuck with a black ring, you have to get rid of that before you win. It's just a really quick game, and a lot of things change. And just being able to wear the jewelry and be silly is just hilarious.
It's fun to be silly, yeah. It's another one we've reviewed, I think, too.
Yeah. So, good stuff. And there's actually a couple of versions of that. I think that's the original one.
Yeah. Which is from the 90s, by the way.
This game is Bonkers.
This one's a bit older, though, than Pretty Pretty Princess.
So this game is Bonkers. It's a game that not many people have heard of, to be honest.
I hadn't until you came home with it one day.
For a start, it reminds me of early Nickelodeon artwork. It's got that sort of 90s, 80s vibe about it.
It's 80s, I think, isn't it?
89. Yeah. This is an odd one. So basically, there's a score panel here, and you've got to get to, I think it's 12 to win. And every time you do certain actions or land on certain things, you get a tile or increases your score. The main pull is you get tiles you can place down, and they stay down permanently on the...
You basically create the board yourself with like the spaces you can land
so
on.
Once you put a tile down that says go back 4, that stays there for the rest of the game. So every time someone lands it, they go back 4. And you follow the play sequentially. So if it goes go back 4, and then it says go back 2, go forward 10, go back 2.
You can end up in a hilarious loop.
Yeah, and you can just keep getting tiles. So they say no game is ever the same, which I imagine is very true. So it's a very unique game and very fun to play. It's a pity they haven't sort of re-released it, because I think it's worthy of it.
Yeah, definitely.
What have we got?
Right, what do you have next? I don't actually know. I didn't look at Nathan's list of favourites before we started, so... Ooh, dun dun dun.
Ooh, spooky. I done you a scare.
Ah.
It's Bandai's Whorehouse.
Yeah, so this one, we have reviewed on the channel, and... It's
got the death head. Ooh.
We had a lot of people commenting on this one saying they remember it from their childhood, but you didn't actually have it.
No, I didn't. I read a lot about it, and I saw a really cheap copy on eBay, this one, and I'm like, I really want to get that. And I did.
And here it is.
Here it is. The main pull is the death head. Makes noises and I think directs the play somewhat. I can't remember. It's been a while since we actually played it.
Yeah, we haven't played in a while.
But the funny thing is, it actually runs off a mini record. The sound in there. It's like an analog sound rather than like a digital.
Pretty incredible.
So it's just a really fun game. It's quite involving, but not too complex. Like some of what is it? Like Space Crusade or Hero's Quest. So it's actually a really good game. It's a pity it's so rare to find.
There's really cool artwork on the box too.
It's awesome.
I mean, just like you saw on the front of the box there. It's pretty neat. And that's from when? I'm not quite sure when that was.
I think that's 80s. It doesn't say. I think it might say in the manual. But
it's one of those ones that doesn't mention like a copyright, which is weird.
Speaking of awesome artwork, I really love the Milton Bradley games. I think they released some of the best stuff from like the 80s and 70s.
When's this from? 90s? Surely the 90s, not.
93.
Yeah.
So Forbidden Bridge, it features the motorised idol. It's slightly lying because it's just a push-down mechanism. It's not actually battery operated. There's no motor in it, but
it's pretty cool.
It is pretty cool.
You can hear it's not just a board.
So it's actually a 3D model board, which they don't do these days much anymore.
Not really.
No,
Everything's kind of flat.
Or card based and all that. And the idea was to get 2 of the gems from the idol back to your boat. The main pull was if you rolled a certain combination of the dice, you could push on the idol head and it would shake the bridge. And depending on what spot you are on the bridge, you can get shaken off and put back and lose gems, and people can steal gems. And one of those really good games with like 4 people.
It's good fun.
Yeah, so it's really good fun. And I mean, you could try to not even bother going for the idol and just wait for people to fall off the bridge and steal their gems. So
that's an interesting strategy. Not what I'd go for.
No, we played with a couple of friends, and I think one of them tried to do that.
Yeah, I don't think it went well. But yeah, this is a good one. I didn't have this when I was a kid, but my cousin did, so I remember playing it a few times.
Unfortunately, it's another expensive one to buy complete, so
it's very hard to find one that has all of the little gems and the little boats and the characters.
And all that,
yeah, we're very lucky with what we have, I think.
Yeah, that was from Bridge.
Very organised, Nathan.
Now, where is it? I didn't pull it out. Pretend I'm holding Monopoly.
Monopoly!
Yeah.
Regular Monopoly.
So Laura actually, I would have just used Laura's version of Monopoly, just a regular one. we actually collect Monopolies. More so Laura. Laura's really into
different versions, yeah.
I just like the classic Monopoly. I've played it all throughout my life in some capacity with different people, family and friends.
And he is vicious.
Yeah, I'm in all games. I'm really quite
ruthless. I think is probably the best word actually.
Laura doesn't like when I play squatter with her because I basically sell all my sheep straight away, buy back high, and I just slaughter you and your mother.
You're talking about Monopoly.
Do the same thing Monopoly if I can. It's just, I think Monopoly's probably on everyone's top 10 list in some form.
Maybe not. Let us know. But
yeah, let us know.
Yeah, Monopoly. You can't go past it.
No.
For us anyway.
What's my favourite version of Monopoly? Obviously, there's all like themed ones.
Maybe we'll do that sometime. Our favourite Monopolies.
Number 2. Oh, this is a big one.
Oh gosh, hang on. You put this on the wrong side. I've got to help with that one. I don't know. Hopefully, you can see all of that.
Whoa, Fireball Island. This is one of those classic 80s games, which unfortunately now, like some of the other ones, is really expensive and hard to find complete.
Especially in Australia.
Oh, I don't even...
I don't even know if it came out here. We bought this from overseas. It's one of the rare games that we actually bought online.
Yeah. It's still got an original price tag of $20. What about the bargain these days?
Yeah, that would have been great.
So this is one of those 3D model boards.
And it's actually this big. Like in this box, that's why it's so massive.
The aim is basically to get like the gem, as you can probably see down there or not, and get to the end. Similar sort of concept of Forbidden Bridge. There was a whole bunch of like cards you can use to stop people, hinder, or take shortcuts. And
this is another one that's really hard to find with all the pieces.
Yeah, like my one,
you're missing, I think.
The actual people movers. I actually found a second copy of Forbidden Bridge and used some of those moving pieces for this because they're very similar size and colour.
Yeah.
So I was lucky, but just having this, especially in Australia, I think is really good, and it's really good with more than 2 people if you can find them.
It's also very awkward to store.
Yeah, it's massive.
Yeah, definitely. All right, and I assume your last one, since that was number 2.
1.
Ta-da!
Splat. Splatting bugs is where it's at. That's from Board James, Cinemassacre.
On YouTube.
Yeah, so...
Don't kids... Not
kids. It's not particularly kid-friendly, but...
No.
Splat, it's a Play-Doh-based board game.
Well, not specifically brand Play-Doh, but...
Just dough, whatever.
Yeah.
The aim is to get your bug from 2 bugs from the start to the end without getting squished.
It's so satisfying, though, to squish somebody else's playing piece.
Similar to this game is Bonkers. Once you squish a bug on a space, you then skip that space when you're moving. So once your board's filled up with like all squished bugs, and you roll like a 2, you can end up moving like 10 spaces depending on the location of the bugs. And it's colour coded, so depending what you roll and what it's cards, isn't it?
It's been a while since we've played this. Nathan, you should remember though, this is your favourite board game.
It's dice to move, but you also pick up cards, I think, depending on when you pick up a card, it has a colour, and that's what colour, anyone on that colour, you squash. Yes. Even if it's your own bug.
Splat them.
Yeah, it's just satisfying to squash, it's satisfying to make.
This is a good one to play with kids, by the way.
Oh, yeah.
It's, good fun.
Finding one that's not, where the board's not damaged is kind of hard because...
Or covered with dried on like Play-Doh.
Yeah, so, definitely, and we've played this several times now.
Oh, yeah.
It's just a pity that it's so hard to set up because you've got to have good dough that's not like dried or hard.
Which we have little kids, so we tend to keep Play-Doh in some form on hand, but...
As you say, I paid $3.25 somewhere for it.
Yeah, so most of these we got second hand.
I hear Play-Doh rattling around in there, that's not good.
Oh dear. So, yeah, that's your top 10.
That's my top 10.
Ooh.
I hope that all that was focused and I was articulated well with my mouth words.
Yeah. So some of these, as I said, we have reviewed on our toy and food review channel.
But let us know if you want us to review any of these that we haven't reviewed, like Fireball Island or Forbidden Bridge.
Splat? Have we done Splat? I can't even remember anymore. We've done so many.
We did the Hawaiian Punch game, which was another similar one.
I don't think we've done Forbidden Bridge.
No.
Yeah, so let us know if there's something here you want to see and we can let you know whether we've reviewed it or not.
I think our aim was, we've got a whole bunch of board games we're trying to get rid of because we don't play or anything, things like that. And we're trying to review those first so we can get rid of them. And these are the games we really like.
Our favourites have kind of missed out, but
let us know.
We'll get there eventually. Yeah. If you enjoyed watching this video, give us a thumbs up. Let us know all those things down below. Hit that subscribe button and check back soon. We'll have another video
sometime
next week, probably. Yeah, sometime. I don't know. Thanks for watching.
Bye-bye.